Y vamos a partir con una primicia, con el verdadero sabor de los 80, con una mística tan particular que partió como un proyecto en YouTube y que luego se convirtió en un fenómeno de masas. Ya tenemos ahora recién estrenada la 4ª temporada de Cobra Kai. Atención porque les tenemos una tremenda sorpresa. Sí, ambos protagonistas los tenemos en entrevista para ustedes de forma exclusiva para Reporte Gaming. Okay, this is Juan Salfate from Chile. Okay, glad to meet you both, William, Ralph. It's quite an honor.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, these questions are for you both, okay? So let's start. In this new season, you're going to work together like a fusion between Goku and Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z, something like that. So, swallowing your pride, what could you learn from each other? Or this joint venture is just a terrible idea?
I think it at times feels like a terrible idea, and at times feels like a perfect joint venture. And that's what the writing staff and our showrunners do so well, is keeping these two characters, this ball up in the air where we love them together, but we also love when they're at each other's throats. And whichever we're in, we're wishing for the other. And that's kind of how it's a lot of fun. Great humor at the up front of the season. It's really nice to have that humor back, that Johnny Lawrence humor and that LaRusso reactionary humor to the Johnny Lawrence world. And you know, I think it delivers on all those checkpoints, you know, and that's part of the challenge of keeping the story alive for these guys, but it expands so much more and how it affects the kids and the other characters in the show as well.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so, okay, William, in these days, this question is for you. In these days, cinema and television seem to suffer an invasion of unreachable superheroes like Avengers.
Yeah.
But Cobra Kai appeals to the hero that anyone can become with training and strength of spirit. What is then the importance of Cobra Kai in these times of lack of inspiration?
Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, you know, there's the ultimate superhero who we can wish to be, but really can't really relate to and can't really be. But in Cobra Kai, we are these people. You know, whether it's Johnny or Daniel or any of the young cast. So people are living vicariously through these characters, and you know, I think they're finding inspiration in them digging, you know, the characters digging down deep to pull up their best, you know, and in spite of themselves and making their mistakes, that they can change. I think there's a message in there, you know, and that you can change and you can grow and evolve, and in that case, we all could be a superhero, is to find the gold in us, the strengths in us, and to push away the negative stuff. You know, I think that we all have a chance to do that. I think people are vicariously living through these characters and enjoying that and seeing themselves reflected in the story, whether they're relating to Johnny, Daniel, or Miguel, or Robbie, or Sam, or Tori, or any of them. They're finding themselves in it. And often I see so many of these young fans that are, you know, joining karate and finding inspiration and strength and giving them a sense of their own superhero-ness. So many of the Cobra Kai fandoms, so many of these chat rooms and all that, these guys are, you know, they're on fire, man. They're wearing the Cobra Kai headband and they feel like they're going to go out there and do it. You know, that doesn't mean go out and beat somebody up, but it's giving them inspiration to overcome whatever they're dealing with, to go after whatever they're dealing with, you know. And I think that's what's really fun about it. So I think the show is really important in that aspect, that, you know, this is the everyman. This isn't the superhero. This is the everyman, and that you can find your own power in that. So I think that's why it's partly resonating so well around the world. So we all need that. We all need to be our best selves, you know, and then the show does that in a really fun, entertaining way. That's nostalgic and you know, I think it's just a big party.
Okay, you're so right. Thank you, William. Okay, I know this is Cobra Kai, but is there one and only one Karate Kid? Is still Daniel is the Karate Kid, or Johnny, or maybe one of the kids like Sam or Hawk on his journey from the dark side?
I think they all can. Listen, Daniel LaRusso is the original Karate Kid per the story, the movie. I think going forward, you know, I think that's just a title. as far as your allegiance or who you're rooting for or who your hero is or who you feel that you see yourself in. That could be any of these characters. So it's less of a labeling and more of aspirational storytelling is, my opinion.
Okay. This answer has to be yes, no, or maybe, okay? Okay. So many characters, I said, from the past have made glorious appearance on this show. Tell me, please, if there's one small possibility of seeing Julie Pierce, Hilary Swank, or Jaden Smith, or even Jackie Chan himself in the Cobra Kai universe. Maybe a small cameo. Yes, no, or maybe. That's
well, you asked about 3 different characters. Do you want to take it, Billy, or do you? Yeah.
Well, sure. There's always the possibility. I mean, maybe is the question. Yes, we'd love to see them all, but there's a canon of Karate Kid of Cobra Kai that comes from the Miyagi verse that they call it. And anybody that Miyagi came in contact with. So the characters that didn't know Miyagi aren't part of this canon of this world. So as far as actors, it would be great to have them in as actors, all of them. We'd like them all to be. Ralph and I aren't writing it, so we can't say for sure, but I know we're open to whoever can come in. That's not a yes or no answer, is it?
I was going to say that's why yes. So
I'm going to say a big, very possible maybe.
Yeah,
how about you, Rob? Sorry, man.
Okay.
I can't do better than that.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Right.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Day, and only I have to wish you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yes, see you.
Bye bye. Congratulations.
Bye-bye.